Welcome to part 2 of this recording, and let's get on to it right away. Yeah. Now I was talking about how you can cross over and you find you're alone. Okay. Now that is what is happening, because the most important thing is, what is the electorate feeling? What are the voters feeling? Yes. Because it's okay, you can steal their votes. You can punish the people of Kenya by allowing them to brave the hot sun and to brave the rain, and then you go and sit in a room at Bomas and you key in your own figures, yeah, and completely frustrate their vote. You can do all those things. But the most important thing is, what is the person on the ground saying? What is the person on the ground feeling? Yeah. Now, I will tell you what people on the ground are feeling. They're fed up and they want change. Period. They don't want violence. Nobody's interested in fighting. In fact, very interesting, Kenyans will go out of their way to avoid any form of violence, any form of fighting. It doesn't matter what the hate mongers like Moses Kuria tell people. Yeah, you will never catch people being provoked. So international community, all those people observing Kenya from the outside and you don't understand our politics, hakuna vita. No Kenyan is interested in fighting. Okay, so if you hear people exchanging words on social media and you hear people saying funny comments, it's just hot air. Kenyans are not interested in fighting, and Kenyans are not savage. Now, why do Kenyans want change? Kenyans want change because they've been exposed. Yeah, gone are the days when this was a closed society. Yeah, no TV, very limited VOK TV. They open the station at 5 and close at midnight. Those are gone. Kenya is now part of a small village called Planet Earth. Okay, Facebook, social media, instant videos on YouTube. So Kenyans are admiring a life which they know is very possible and is within their reach, and they're determined to get it. Yeah, a free society, a democratic society, yeah, where people have all their rights so that they can actually go out and do something for themselves. Because Kenyans are not lazy. Kenyans are hard workers, and they know that the life they've been, the corner they've been squeezed into, is for the purpose of a few people to get very rich in Kenya, and they're tired of it and they're not interested in it. And it doesn't matter what tribe they are. This is a feeling amongst all Kenyans. Okay. Now, a few people who you might hear talking in a certain way, or a few people who you might hear worshipping a certain leader, yeah, even when they're very poor, or even when their situation is exactly the same as the other Kenyans. Those few people, it's not their fault. As I told you, it's not them talking, it's because of the oath their fathers took, their grandfathers took. And some of their fathers and grandfathers were forced to take those oaths. Yeah? So cut them some slack. Just understand them. Now let me give you a very recent example just to illustrate exactly what I'm saying, and to tell you Kenyan, to first of all illustrate the fact that Jubilee do not have numbers, and number two, Kenyans are fed up. This one story is going to illustrate both those 2 points very well. Okay. Now Jubilee recently had a meeting at Uhuru Park. Okay. Now, in my view, this was the wrong political strategy. Yeah, this is what you call arrogance and, kutumia kifua. Yeah, because if I was a Jubilee advisor, I would not dare go anywhere near Uhuru Park. Why? Because naturally everybody would compare my rally to the NASA rally. Now, I don't know if you guys had any idea what the NASA rally at Uhuru Park was like. The videos, I believe, are available on YouTube. Kwendo itafute. But there were masses and masses and masses of people. Yeah, and not just people, enthusiastic supporters of NASA, enthusiastic supporters of change. Okay? Now, that's why I would avoid, if I was a Jubilee strategist, I would just avoid Uhuru Park. Hakuna haja. Yeah? You see, there's a trick in psychology. Yes? If you know, for example, like if you're an inspirational speaker, yeah, and you're trying to compete with a very big name, yes. Now this big name has hired the plenary hall at KICC and Nimeja, okay. Now you don't go and hire the plenary hall at KICC because utaibika, yeah. Because even if your crowd of 40 or 50 come, it'll look empty, yeah. So what do? You go and hire a toilet. A small room, so that what happens is that when your 50-60 people come, wamejazana mpaka ndani, wengine wako nje. Yeah, psychology. Yeah, you have well, maybe I've exaggerated it, but you get my drift. Yeah. Now I invite you to go and watch the videos, which are online also. Jubilee rally at Uhuru Park. Okay, now I'll also give you some inside privileged information. What was happening is that there was free transport to Uhuru Park from various strategic places in town, in the city. Okay, I'll give you some more privileged information. Some of these many free transport offers, many people turned them down. Yeah, many perceived Jubilee supporters turned down the free transport offer. Yeah, so despite the efforts, haikuja vile watu walikuwa wanataka ijae. Okay, now the beginning of the meeting, a clever person realized, oh, we are in a mess here, because what was happening is that the crowd was so small that it was very easy for the policemen to control and leave this road. You know, this road between the dais and the grass at Uhuru Park. Yeah, there was a very big gap there. Okay, and if you looked at it on video, it looked like, this meeting haijaja vizuri. So a very clever person said, gave instructions, and Sakaja came to the podium and he told people, Sakaja, the Senator of Nairobi, told people, wale askari wacha wananchi wakuje karibu waone rais yao. So the crowd surged forward, they were allowed by the policemen, and they surged forward up to the dais. Now when they surged forward up to the dais, the place looks packed. Okay, that's really the reality of what it is. So Kenyans want change. Kenyans are fed up. And you may stop them temporarily, but it is only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. Mark my words. You can arrest all the people you want from social media. You can arrest everybody. Yeah? You can build 10,000 new prisons and arrest everybody. But when the time of change has come, imefika. You cannot stop it. The best thing is cut your losses and create an exit strategy. Create an exit plan to get out of the way. If you don't, well, go and read history. That's all I can say. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.